us.
And we're live. It is there. Yes. So the second one. So let's go over to that one and shut it off. End it. It is closing. We've already started going live on the other one. There we go. Heather's in there.
Okay. And I will end this one.
All right. There we go. Heather's in here. We got someone. Douglas is in here. Test. Can you hear us okay? Woohoo. All right. What's real funny is that we actually had the camera working just fine before we went live with the pre-stream that we had going. And I had to try to connect the Bluetooth mic or speaker so we could hear the music for the new intro. And, but there you go. So once everybody jumps in here, we're going to run that intro again because it's real fun. I like it. And it's just really cool. So we'll get more people in here and we'll go from there. Brandon's in there. So we're getting people jumping in and we'll kind of do a little refresh on it. Our IT guy can now go home and we can figure it out. But so you ended that other one.
Yes, I did.
Cool. All right. Hopefully everybody saw it. Did you put this link? Well, I guess. Anyway.
No.
Hopefully everybody saw it. There were 20 people in the other one, but anyway.
Because if you leave the stream while you're on your phone to go get a link for something else, you leave the stream.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, hopefully everybody found it just fine. It should have popped up onto our channel, or you should have got a notification that it went live. So this is just our way of letting everybody, since the scheduling video was late getting posted, this is just give everybody an opportunity to watch the scheduling video.
30 minutes late.
Anyway. All right, we're getting everybody in here. We got our Quibido in there. We got Brandon. We got Douglas. Niles is in there. Vols. Huh?
Yep, we see that number too.
All right. So now everybody found it. It looks like we got Heather in here. We haven't seen Heather in here in a while.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be going with us hopefully off-road Labor Day in Colorado. So that'll be fun with her Strop Bronco, which I cannot say Bronco Strop, even though that's how it's in the order guide. I say Strop Bronco. Anyway, beautiful Bronco.
Well, I mean,
yeah. Anyway, all right. Now that we're all good, and it looks like we got good connection and everything, we need to replay our new intro that was recorded this weekend. Niles and Jeff helped with this, and a little fun fact. This is technically the third time playing this, but for those of you the first night playing this, check this out. See how many times you can find Sarah and I in this clip. All right, so there you go. So how many times did you see Sarah and I in that video?
Members that were there
you
may not even know.
You may not even know because we went behind your backs there. But yeah, let me know. Did we switch? Yes, we did switch seats because if we do this, oh no, it still didn't work. Now we found out what was it when we did the member live was that because where the light is, that Sarah was just like, if she sat here, she was like a ghost. And I'm dark complexion as it is. So by us switching, it works out just about right. But that's what it was. So we did practice Friday night with this background and everything. And I do have the neon. It's ought to be here August 4th. So we'll have that one for the next live stream.
Good spot, Vols. My kids were in the Bronco inside.
Yep. So that was recorded this last Maverick meetup. We do for our members that were here. we do a member dinner and such. And so we recorded that after the member dinner while everybody was gone. And so we had a lot of fun with that because we let the members participate in this. So we did it last year with Ridgeview. I don't know if you guys remember that the one we had that we played before. So Ridgeview was in that video, right? And we were in it at the very end. So they're trying to charge Sarah's computer, and the surge protector was turned off. That's funny. Anyway, it's been a day. We'll get into some details here in just a little bit because it's been a very interesting day for us all here, I think. So I'll tell you about my issues and why we should be there this weekend, but there might be a possibility that we won't arrive at the Bronco Bash. We'll see. We will arrive.
One way or another, we will arrive.
We'll get there. We might need a ride from Rob. You might have to come pick us up. I don't know if Rob's even in here, but I think he's going. No, so they were all, we said, hey, we're going to do this. We kind of surprised them and said, you guys are going to be involved in this. And so, of course, your mom was there, my wife.
Yeah.
Your kids were there, your husband.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw Lebo ducking at the top up there.
and then all of a sudden he's at the bottom.
The kids were hanging out. We had Art Quibido there. We had Mike Lyons, which is in here. He was there. That was just a lot of fun recording that. And Niles taking that drone and flying it through that inside like that and through the doors, and he did 3 runs of that.
Yes.
Without crashing at once. So pretty awesome. Of course, we because we are close enough to the airport too, we had to get flight clearance. So that took a little bit of issue, but yeah, so pretty cool. And it was a lot of fun. So yeah, so that was a fun playing that little intro for the live stream, and that'll run for the next year, and then next year that'll be an incentive for all the members that come next year to the meetup to get involved into the intro.
Yeah.
So it'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, we had a lot of people.
You mentioned that we didn't tell them we were doing that, right?
No, we didn't. I think I might have mentioned it.
If you see my shirt, I forgot that we were doing it apparently because I just wore a t-shirt instead of looking nice. So
did you? Okay, so how many times did you see Sarah and I? Did anybody figure out how many times it was? Did they find it?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we were in there 3 times. I don't know if you guys noticed that. And that was a clean drone shot through. And so the question is, how did we end up in it 3 times? Did you see us 3 times?
I did, but it wasn't for one go around.
Nope, that is the one take. The only difference in that was at the very top. We split it so that you could see our studio.
Right.
So, but wasn't.
Oh.
So that wasn't 2 different takes. That was one. So
maybe
we went from the front doors to beside the big TV. So if you saw the big TV there, as we were coming back, you can see us down there. And then we ran up the stairs after it went by. So you see the TV, and then when it comes back, we're not down there anymore.
Yep.
So as the drone goes by and it comes back and then it goes up, then we move upstairs. So it's up there. So actually, it wasn't too different. You're right. Because the second take was us up above. We didn't do that until the 3rd time. So anyway, it's a little fun playing around with the camera and being there. So you can kind of see us at the end. So next time you see it next week, check it out. So anyway, it's fun. Anyway, but yeah, it's been a day. So when we went off-roading to Colorado, I told you guys, some of you members know this. I had some issues with the Bronco and the battery. Of course, I've had the same battery since we've had it since 21. Has not replaced the battery whatsoever. Even though I thought about replacing the battery one time, I didn't. And so we had some issues there. We went through some water with it, and they had said, those batteries are bad, and sometimes they tripped a couple codes, like the parking brake overheated and that kind of thing. So we, of course, we disconnected the ground from the terminal and the battery, and then it restarted and had no problem for over a week or something. And then Monday, I go to get in it to bring it to work. Will not start. Not only will it not start, but every warning is lighting up. The pre-collision assist, the airbag light, it's all going off on there. And I'm not sure what is going on. I assumed it was the battery's toast now or something's going on there, or something else. So I put a new battery in it this morning. Put a new battery, still doing the same thing. Can't figure it out. So I have the service department. I said, hey, can you go do a mobile thing and make sure I got a good battery? Because they didn't show me the test of the battery when I bought it. So check that out. And I did buy it from McArthur. I did get, didn't really feel like I got a cheap battery because it has more cold cranking amps than the battery I had. It's got 850, not 800, which is what Broncos usually have. And so anyway, so they couldn't get it. They couldn't figure it out. They couldn't fix it either. They said, we can't reset any of the PCM from mobile. We have to bring it in. So tomorrow we're going to tow it in. I really think a lot of people, some other people I've been talking to said it probably just needs a PCM refresh and reset, and that probably will reset all the codes, and we should be good. Now we put the new battery on. So cross our fingers that that's all it is, and we can be on the road Thursday to Michigan. So anyway, so we'll see. So that's so I need all you guys to, good karma here. Come on now. We do a lot of good things. We're gonna answer a lot of questions tonight, create a lot of good karma so that it comes back on us tomorrow and we get some things figured out with that. So
because now my computer, my laptop was saying I tried to sign in too many times. So I'm like, I haven't even tried to sign in tonight. So it's updating.
So anyway, all right. So Mike 52G saying, or wait, somebody said we're still having some buffering issues. Still buffering and playing into the regular YouTube. We did throw that one out, right? Anyway, should be just this one. Anyway, so hopefully you guys are getting the right one and we're not delayed. Of course, we can't hear our audio, so refer back. So hopefully everything's going good there. So, thanks, Alternation. Oh, and question is if ATN will be there?
Are they?
So it'd be nice to know if they're going to be there too. So
I know Laura's going, Ally's going. I was hoping Kelly would be there.
Intro, he said. Oh, there was a little glitch at the top. And that was on purpose because we did 3 takes of that. So the last take is what you see. The ending of the last take is up there because we forgot to turn the light on the studio. And so that's why you're seeing the part. We did put it together, but we thought it had a cool effect.
Right.
So anyway.
They'll be there.
Oh, cool. All right. You're going to help me go through the dunes, right? Because I've never done that. So anyway, if we're there. So worst case scenario, we'll see if we can take one of the Broncos off the lot. So
the chat is on the right side. It's on your side now.
Oh, because we're mirroring so that I can see it this way.
Yes.
So it is on my side. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. All right. So
here's 1 second. We're good.
Yep. All right. Anyway, so we'll cross our fingers. Everything goes well. And we're hoping to, we're going to reach out to one of our members that lives south of Chicago and see if he'll be around. And on the way back, we can maybe say hi to him.
I haven't heard from him in a while. So.
Yeah. So anyway, so it'll be all fun. There are going to be a lot of people there that I think we know, but we're going to get into it later. We'll talk about hopefully what the agenda looks like. I forgot to download the agenda onto here. Our studio is a separate computer as my computer. So it's, I can't just pull things up from my computer and put it on the screen anymore. But we'll try to get that going and show you. And we'll kind of go through the agenda, what it was like for the event. So for those of you who don't know, what we're talking about is the Bronco Birthday Bash that's happening this weekend in Mears, Michigan, which is at Silver Lake Sand Dunes.
Yes.
In the golf course. So Friday's at the golf course all day. And then Saturday is at the Sand Dunes where they're going to line all these Broncos up into the number 6 and 0 for 60th birthday and take a photo. And we've heard Ford's going to be there as well. Not only Friday, but Saturday for a special surprise according to the schedule. So we'll find out how big of a surprise that'll be. So anyway, so we'll see. All right. So, but we'll get into all that in just a little bit. And since we are about 30 minutes late now, we need to get into this. So we did have a scheduling video went live earlier. Wait, you know what? Don't forget, we got to go through the rest of this stuff though. And it's just kind of cheesy. We gotta do this because we're a YouTube channel and we're at just past 72,000 subscribers, but we wouldn't do our due diligence if we didn't go through all the little things that most of you that are on here already know. But if anybody that's new, let's kind of go over this. So don't forget to subscribe if you're not. Hit that little notification bell and hit all, so that way you get notified when we go live, or we have to re-go live. You can hit that join if you want to become a member. There's 2 different membership levels. We have a $4.99 and a $7.99. We have a coffee time tier now. Just hit that join on whichever one you want to join there, and then you get that. Now, if you're a member of the already and you want to upgrade, you can upgrade to the coffee time if you want, just by clicking that upgrade under the membership tab, and then you can change that as well. And then, of course, you'll find all of our stuff under the membership tab, as well as you should get notifications if you turn that on as well for all of our member stuff. So anyway, just kind of throw that out there, because we've had some members even that were here this weekend that I think want to know how to get to the coffee time tier, and that's how you do that. Find that under the membership tab. And for those that are curious, that coffee time tier is, I started doing coffee times with Tim during our vacation, and some people liked it so much they're like, you should do that. And I'm like, okay, that's going to have to be a different tier, because that's like a daily video that I do.
Yeah.
And it's usually about, 5 to 10 minutes, usually 10, maybe even sometimes 15, of me chatting about what's going on. And it's more personal stuff and stuff going on at the dealership and in the background, and such like that. So some people really like that. So we do that in those coffee time talks. So which is daily. Sometimes you don't get it until noon, but sometimes I record the video, and then I'll let it upload, and then I notice on my phone, because I do it on my phone every time, that sometimes it doesn't upload right away. So anyway, but there you go.
Foles.
All right. Oh, thanks. That'll help with gas money. Getting up there. Anyway, but hopefully we get up there, and hopefully it'll be I'm really looking forward to it. 3 fun events for me in 3 weekends, between going off-roading 2 weekends ago to the Maverick meetup last week and Bronco meetup this next week. And then here in a couple of weeks, Labor Day weekend, we'll be off-roading in Colorado again. So hopefully the Bronco can make it. It should just be, the thing of it is there's power there, because it's lighting up everything, like full power and everything. So everything should be good. And I even unhooked the old Winnie, the little horn.
The pony horn.
But anyway, we'll hopefully hook that back up, but we'll get it all running. So hopefully it's just a little refresh of the PCM, they think. Sometimes that happens when you put a new battery on or something, or you have an overload or something. Sometimes I just got to update it. So I assume once we get it in here, again, thankfully, McArthur has a tow truck, so they're going to go and pick it up in the morning, get it towed here, and hopefully they can get it in tomorrow. Well, they better get it in tomorrow. They'll squeak it in. They'll figure a way to get it in and have someone look at it. And hopefully it's just something they can just hook it up on their machine and refresh it, and cross our fingers that that's all it is. We'll be on the road Thursday morning early and get up there late Thursday night. But we are staying at one of the campgrounds there, and we're going to tent it.
Yep.
So
in my tent.
Yep. All right. We'll get into all that stuff here in just a little bit. Let's get into our member shout outs.
Thank you, Mike M.
Oh, another one. More gas money. Thanks. All right. Let's, speaking of awesome members and donations and everything, are we ready for member shout outs?
I haven't started any, but I'll just go down the list.
Just go down the list.
Yeah. All right. So we have Niles Gridley here, our wonderful drone pilot and aftermarket specialist. Douglas Blair is here, along with Brandon, who got to join us for the intro and meetup. We have R. Quibbo and Vols44. We have Alan, who said if he'll send us good vibes for our trip if we send good vibes for the rest of his.
That's right. They made it to Colorado.
They did. Yep.
So I got your text.
We've been sending good vibes the entire time, I promise. We have Ford Enthusiast. Hey all. We have Buck Yeah. Hey Tim and Sarah. I don't know if I got Douglas yet, but let the party get started. Rowdy time. All right. Let's see. Who else? Who else is here with us? Ridgeview is here. Wait, was Kippick in here?
He was earlier because he was helping to make sure he could hear the audio.
Right. Yep.
Kippick is our IT guy. He's her brother and our photographer here. And so he was actually in the the intro too, along with
That's
Barb,
right, yep.
kids. Yeah, it was fun. That was a fun little intro. And what's funny is that Niles' wife was in it, and she's pregnant. So next year we do this, they should have their baby, and hopefully she'll be here and holding her baby, which would be kind of cool to do this on a yearly basis and see the people that come to the events.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
We have everyone's telling you that your drone piloting was very nice. We have All Terrain Nation.
Yeah, the thing of it is that was all legal because we are real close to an airport.
We are.
So you have to have the right
Clearance.
clearance for that, and doing this legally and right, especially since we were flying outside first was really So he gets able to get clearance because he has all the first class certifications.
Now it says let's drop a 5.0 in it. I know a guy that can supercharge it. All right.
I might be blaming this one on your mom. She went through that water pretty fast.
Mike 52G is in here. Blue Truck is here. Good evening from smoky, humid Illinois. All right. And then we have RagnarCon. He's back. And earlier you guys were talking about sacrificing a skunk for the live stream. And I said no skunk sacrifices. RagnarCon went and looked for some. They couldn't be found. But we got figured out.
We were driving somewhere and almost ran over a skunk. I can't remember where it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tim didn't say no. I mean, if you're offering to put a 5.0 in it for free, I mean, that's one thing.
Yeah, there were people. Oh, there's all kinds of rumors. Of course, there's those clickbait videos out there that people are dropping. But
right.
Do we have Ridgeview back in this one?
We do.
Okay, good. I was going to send a message to make sure you found this one.
He did.
All right.
From the get-go. I talked about him earlier up on there.
Well, I knew he was on the other one, but
so all right. So it looks like we got everyone that's on here.
Do we see M. Peugeot in there?
Yes, M. Peugeot is here.
Yeah. Be nice. All right. We're going to get into the scheduling and stuff. Well,
Bill made it this week. Heather made it this week. We have a couple of people that we haven't seen in a minute.
Yep. Man, it's going to be again, a lot goes into got to get the Bronco up and running first, but yeah. But make it to this event and the other one. This should be an easy problem. We have more master tech certified technicians than any other dealership in the KC region. So one of them should be able to figure it out. Right.
I thought it said the nation.
Maybe we have like 10.
Yeah,
I think, don't we?
We have more than that. I thought.
I don't know. We got a bunch. So,
senior master techs.
Not
just master. We have senior master techs, and I'm pretty sure Derek said that we have the most in the nation at one.
I know we got most in the KC region, but yeah, and like Adam is one of our good ones. He's done a lot. I've gone to some Ford training. In fact, when we went to an embargoed event, they were up for a service.
Yeah.
Thing. So
he goes and helps with the training sometimes.
Yeah. So
anyway, I understand.
All right. We can do this because what's in my cup is gone. So now you can guess what I'm going to put in the cup next. Anyway, all right. Trying to move along here. We won't worry about a good dealer for this week, but let's get into some scheduling notes here.
You know what? Impu Show says he's an amateur master tech. I am a master YouTube tech.
So
give me a YouTube video. I can usually figure it out.
As I was messing with the battery, I realized how many things I'd done wrong. Doing my research on things. I won't go into all the bad things that I've done. You guys would probably be disappointed in me, but yeah. So a lot of the lights and stuff where I just did not have. I looked at them like, why did I? No. That might have been some of the problem. So as I was doing this, I was rewiring things to get less and less off of the battery load. So anyway, but all right. Anyway, so scheduling this week, there are a lot of now we are like about 2 to 3 weeks into scheduling for this month. So again, it doesn't go from like the first, like a lot of people think, hey, it's August, so now we're using August allocations. Well, we just get the information at the first of the month. So now we have like a week to get our numbers in, which we submitted ours and what supplements we want for this month. But the allocations, we're still using July's allocations for those September build dates, even for this week. So what is scheduling this Thursday is based on July's allocations. So a dealer would still need allocations to get anything scheduled. So make sure I let everybody know that. But with that in mind, there are several models that still has not scheduled. Like we had a bunch of Bronco. Speaking of Bronco tonight, we had a lot of Bronco allocations, like 14. The only thing that's scheduled early in the first couple of weeks was Raptors. So our Raptors got scheduled, but our regular Bronco allocations did not get scheduled. So that's going to be happening this week for us probably, because it is scheduling for those September build dates. So we have some of those orders in there. We'll hopefully get those scheduled. Bronco Sports also scheduling. But again, need an allocation. Like most of them got scheduled already in the first couple of weeks. So it'd be pretty rare a dealer would have them. Mustang and Escape 26 model are not scheduled this week. Mach-E is scheduled this week. For those that really want to put one in, we're seeing a lot of dealers like they're now that like we're losing the EV tax credit, and Ford's going to have to do something with the FCP, which is Ford's courtesy, or their Ford's commitment program, which now includes EV sales. But it's like at some point they're going to probably get rid of that altogether. But we'll just have to see. No schedule for Explorer. That's 26 model year, and yes, we do have some 26 that are scheduled for production dates. Expedition is scheduling this week, except for 24-inch wheels. Those are still not available. We'll talk about that in dealer news updates. Maverick is scheduling. A very limited. There's a lot of things that's going to be difficult to get something scheduled. Probably you'd have to have an EcoBoost to get it one scheduled right now. And we used all of our 19 allocations got used last week, the week before. Ranger is not scheduling. Super D is scheduling. This week does say very limited exhausted on Platinum and the Gooseneck dual hitch kit. They mentioned here a mesh grill R performance. I don't even know what. I've never seen that on here before, so I'm not sure what that is, but that's on there. Bucket seats is an issue right now for Super Duty, and then limited availability for both of the diesel engines. So pretty limited on that. Of course, they've already scheduled out quite a bit for production. F-150 is scheduling. Very limited exhausted for King Ranch though, and the black appearance, the 18-inch black appearance package wheels. That's the ones you'll see on an STX 200B, XLT, black appearance package, and Lariat black appearance package. So if you want in the black wheel, you have to go up to the 20s at this point on that. Lightning is scheduling as well. Dark Elements package is late availability. That's not going to schedule, but anything else should. And then now we're to 26 Transit. I think this is the first week it's scheduling, or maybe it was last week too, but I didn't do these last week.
Are we able to have Ally on?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to send her a link.
Yep.
We'll get to that.
I'm working on it. She's like, you sent me the link to the one
Yep.
that's off now.
Yeah. So we'll get that. We'll get Ally on here. And because we'll do that. All right. So we did today, we got information on an overview for next month. So again, that won't happen. I think I figured out that it's the Thursday, the 14th of August will probably be the first Thursday they'll schedule with August allocations that have been earned for those October build dates. And the only thing really significant, I think, and big is that Mustang, 26 model year Mustang and Explorer will only be 3 weeks of production. Looks like probably the plant will be down for a couple weeks at each one of those, I'd assume. That's kind of big. What else? Expedition and Maverick will be balance out. Balance out means they're going to schedule for October, so they're going to stop production. So Expedition will schedule for 7 weeks because they're going to build Expedition 25 model year until November 10th, the week of. But Maverick will end the week of October 27th. So that's when that will end. So we probably will see both of those order banks open up sometime in August. because they've got to get orders in there, because if they're going to start scheduling for November, which will start happening next month. So they need to start getting orders. And I usually start taking those for at least 3 weeks before they start scheduling for them. So I'd assume Expedition, 26 model year, and Maverick order banks will probably open pretty soon. And I'm really surprised Bronco Sport wasn't included in that, because usually Bronco Sport and Maverick go together. But anyway, just so you know that. A lot of people have been asking me, hey, when are these order banks going to open up for these different models? Ranger, Bronco, it's probably going to be a while yet. Hopefully this weekend we learn more. Maybe Ford will reveal something to us this weekend that says, hey, here's this. It'll be available to order on this time. At least give us a time frame. So we'll find out. Again, don't forget, both Ranger and Bronco didn't start production until January of this year. So typically they'll do 12 months of production before they close and start the next model. So if they're going to start January production for 26, then that means if you go 2 months in advance, we'll start scheduling for that in November. So they'll need to take orders in October. So my opinion, they're probably not going to open the order banks until probably October or late September for the Bronco and Ranger. F-150, I got a feeling it's going to be sometime in September. And again, it's just my gut and from educated guess.
Yeah.
From the experience that we've had doing this year after year after year. Again, this is episode 202, and these started by scheduling. So we've been looking and examining these scheduling notes and how everything works for a long time now, several years. So we've learned some things over the time. But any questions about any of that? Real quick while we try to move on. We'll get a couple of dealer news updates, and then we'll move on. We'll probably get into Ally and talking to Ally and everything before we do recalls and end with recalls, because some people do like the recalls, but we'll throw that to the end.
I do not have questions.
Because she's an hour ahead of us. Right now it's like 9 o'clock there.
Oh.
So, it'll be sun will be going down over there. And all right. So any questions?
No.
Or we can save those to the end on that. But
I do not have a question.
I do want to get into a couple of dealer news updates. Some of these I'm just like, I'm not going to worry about. EV tax credit ones, I'm not going to worry about those. Yeah, won't get into that. At this point, I kind of said this in today's meeting that, hey, probably the demand for the EVs kind of spiked when they heard the EV tax credit was going away. And I'm like, EV tax credit's been around for several years. If somebody wanted to get the EV tax credit and buy one, surely they've done it by now. I don't know. I guess that's my thinking on that. All right. Let's see what else. So there's a couple things. Don't forget, speaking of Bronco stuff, they sent a reminder out to dealers. Don't forget the 25 Bronco Off-Road Adventures are open, and you can go ahead and enjoy one of those if you want for a very low fee of $3,700 to $4,000 for a driver. Take your own Bronco, take your own overlanding gear, but use their trail guides and their food for breakfast and dinner, I think, but you have to provide your own lunch and snacks. And then if you want to bring a person with you in your own Bronco, then it's $5,800 or $6,400 for the both of you. I still don't get that. I'm like, because all you're doing is adding a person in this passenger seat, not using any more gas or anything. Is it really cost $2,000 for food for 3 days for one extra person? I don't know. Again, I'm probably being mean about it, but that's just, that I said this to the members on Friday, but when we went off-roading with our friends, they brought a Nissan Frontier and got through everything. We did Hancock Pass with it. It went through Hancock Pass and everything. We did Tin Cup and we did Slaughterhouse Gulch. We didn't take his on Cross Mountain, but we did all those this weekend. And I thought, you know what? We kind of were trail guides because they hadn't been on any of those trails, and we were trail guides. And I'm like, I could do this for a living and be happy. It was fun.
Are you going to retire and become a trail guide?
Yeah, I'm thinking, you know what? If somebody pays me $3,000 for 3 days, I'm in. I can do this.
Have mom go with you, and she's the cook.
I'm gonna join BAM Adventures and join with them. I'm like, I got Colorado covered. You can have Utah. Let's just do this. No, anyway, I got to learn how to fix my own Bronco first, I guess. All right, there's a price increase for the Bronco Heritage Edition, mid-year price increase that happened. I might need my glasses for this. and this actually happened while I was gone. So apologize if you guys already heard about this, but effective July 21st, there was a price increase, and doesn't say how much, but it does say that the price went up on the Heritage Edition, not the other Broncos, but just Heritage Editions. It looks like Ford vehicle line, dealer holdback, dealer discounts, and Ford vehicle FDA contribution amounts remain unchanged. So they did some price adjustments. They didn't say. Usually, sometimes they'll say how much it increases, but they didn't. So anyway, those probably went up, and that's right when we got a bunch of Heritage Editions. We have like 2 reds, we got a gray, a blue.
Yeah.
Anyway, we seem to do pretty good with that. Now, here's the one I wanted to kind of talk about. Got 2 Expedition things that I want to talk about. And this in here is on the Expedition Platinum Ultimate Package. So a lot of you know, we talked about this before, is that the 24-inch wheels is not available right now. And so they're basically, they are allowing you to order the 22-inch wheels. When we did this on a couple orders, we didn't see a difference in the price. Now they're saying they will receive a discount of $1,270 price reduction because of the 22-inch wheels. So it's not looking good for the rest of the model year. We did see that Balance Out's just coming up in October, which is going to start scheduling here in a couple of weeks. So if you're one of those that had the Ultimate package and waiting for the 24-inch wheels, you're not going to get a 25 if you don't switch those over to 22s and then get your price discount. So go ahead and make that change. Also, something else I just found out about and want to make sure everybody knows about, and that is the device holders. And people asking me on the Expedition, when will we see the device holders? Well, not this model year. So we have been told now that device holders are not going to happen for 25 model year. They're hoping that it will be able to happen at the launch of 26 model year. So
right now it's just a dream.
Yeah, if you're wanting the device holders, they're going to take it out of all their media for 25 model year coming up. And because I asked about it, I'm like, when are we going to see that? Well, we're not for this model year. So, and I actually had said that. I said I wouldn't be surprised because of how late it's going to be, depending on when 26 comes out, if we would even see the device holders for 25 model year. And that's why we made a big deal when we did the embargoed event.
Yeah.
We let people know that this is a late availability. It's not available at launch. We don't know how long it'll be before it's available. But now we know it's not even going to be available for this model year. So anyway, so there you go. There's that information on that. So if you've been waiting for it, place your orders. They're not going to be available for this model year if you want a 25. We don't know if they're going to be retrofitted. I mean, they are in the headrest, I believe.
Right.
So I don't know if they'll be able to swap. I've actually asked that, and I haven't gotten a straight answer on that. But anyway,
that'd be interesting.
Yeah. So we'll see. All right. I got an "Is it true?" So maybe we'll bring Ally on and see what her opinion is on this. And she doesn't even know I'm going to ask this. But I hate to have her just sitting there in the green room.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're in the blue room, so we can't call it the blue room. Anyway, so let's bring Ally in. You ready, Ally? Okay. She shook her head. Oh, hold on. We can't hear her.
Oh, here. Will this work? Using
As long
mine?
as
My mic is off.
let's try to use this.
All right.
All right, we're going to try something here. This is all new setup, so yeah. Is yours all muted?
Mine's all muted. No circle of death. Hopefully not.
All right, cross our fingers. Ally, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Oh, we can hear you. Good. I just got a
we're
Bluetooth
working.
speaker. So do we have any feedback? No? No feedback, hopefully?
So.
You guys can let us know. But how is it going? Here, I'm going to use a bit for background.
It is going.
Yeah, we're going to use this background. There we go. Looked a little busy. Sorry. So you're kind of got an event coming up.
Just a little one.
You've been busy. We had an event this last week, and I know it gets pretty busy in schedule. I know yours is much bigger. You're gonna have a lot more.
I was just
than
telling her that she's like, I'm scrambling to get everything together. I'm like, he told me about this last week. He said, we're going. I'm like, oh, okay. And we have a booth.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I love those like last minute like dealer. I just messaged you. I
Yeah.
haven't done like a Brighton Ford event in so long because like I do all these Bronco events and I get more people from them. So those are the ones that I do. So
Yeah.
I love the last minute ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what I had when I want to talk about is you've probably seen this already about the Bronco Sport, right? Have you seen that?
I don't know. Let's see.
The
Oh,
Bronco Sport
we're talking about
Raptor,
the Raptor.
the Raptor, and actually I don't even have it pulled up, so people were like, "What?" are you
All I
talking
can
about?
say is I don't know
Okay.
what I can say.
Well, here's my take on it. If you look at it, I don't think I
all
think
I
it's
know
somebody.
is that someone got fired.
Oh, are you? See, I didn't even know if Ford was working on something because in my opinion, I thought it was somebody else's Bronco Sport that they put stuff on because all that stuff is available
Yeah.
to
So
put on it.
they were testing something and needed it to go out. And it was a joke. So that's all I can say.
Well, but if you look, why isn't that pulling up?
And hello everybody. I haven't like been on in so long. I like miss everybody.
Well, here, Motor One put it out there. Let's see if I can get this to pull up. Getting used to this setup right now.
And thank you, Douglas Blair.
There it is.
Yes, she does.
So yeah, here it is. And you look at, and I looked at this and said, well, that's a Badlands Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Right. And then these fender flares, if you look on the order guide, those fender flares are available, but not with the Sasquatch. And so are these moldings. So that's all stuff that is available already through Ford Accessories. So it'd be real easy for someone to add those to their Bronco Sport. And that is the Bronco Sport wheel. Of course, they probably put a puck in it to lift it, right? I mean, we've lifted it. I mean, actually, Niles' wife has a lifted Bronco Sport that we put some bigger tires on.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was looking at that and going, well, that's all stuff. The letters, that's just tough skin letters, right? And I mean, so I don't know. I mean, it's everything that you can get, even the exhaust back here. I think that's, I don't know what kind of exhaust it is, but, but
the Raptor badging can be bought.
Yeah, the Raptor badgings, you probably, I mean, get that from. So I guess I was looking at it going, that's all stuff that you can put on any vehicle right now, or the Bronco Sport. I mean, that's all stuff purchasable. If somebody wanted to do this, they could add all that stuff to
Niles
their vehicle.
says everything on that vehicle, he can sell it to you.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. So that's why I thought it was somebody's.
We can even sell you the Raptor badging.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
So, I mean, that was my take. Was I thought it was somebody, because with the sticker on the back, that it was just somebody's Bronco Sport that they had customized, and somebody just happened to see it in Michigan and took photos of it, and thought it was Ford driving it around. But I don't know. Maybe you know more than I do on that. But that was my take on it, is that if somebody wanted to do this right now, they could do all that.
Oh, for sure.
So that's all available right now. So
yeah,
anyway.
I can't say. But
and by the way, right now we put some rough country exhaust on a Bronco. It sounded good.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that sounds cool. That sounds really good. We put on a Bronco.
Yeah.
Which I won't talk about yet until we get permission on it. But anyway, we added some pretty cool. We had somebody did about 20 grand on a Bronco on a base squatch, and put about 20 grand on it. Yeah. So we're going to be hopefully doing a video on that before it leaves tomorrow. It's going to get shipped out soon, but yeah, it was a 2-door base squatch that they put some upgraded 37s on, and a lift and some different wheels, replaced the back. I mean, they did a lot of cool stuff to it. So, and even did aftermarket auxiliary switches, because you can't get those on a base. So, get me started on that. I gave you a couple of questions to ask Ford there, but hopefully I'm there and they'll address me.
They, I think, will be taking some questions from the audience.
Cannot talk about future products though.
You should have seen the questions I got coming back. It's gonna be so funny. So I think I can tell you who's gonna be there. They haven't told me I can't.
Well, I got somebody to talk to.
So I'll just tell you. So they haven't told me no. I don't know his first name is Ed. He's actually the Bronco engineer, like the chief engineer. He will be there to ask questions.
Yeah.
The Bronco,
Okay.
Rob Gilardi, the Bronco designer, will be there. He's actually one of my
cool.
very dearest friends. He
Cool.
is so fun. If you get to talk to him like one-on-one, he is very knowledgeable on all things cars. I have videos from Woodward last year, and I'm just recording the cars going by. And I'll have to send them to you because they're so funny. He's like, oh, I bet you it's this year Corvette because it has these hubcaps on it. Like, it has this, this, and this. And he goes, there you go. That's the year of it. I'm like, who are you? Like, he's just that car guy. He's really cool. And then Dante will be there. You know who Dante Jenkins?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dante will be there for Bronco Sport. And then Jason Hyde will be there.
Cool.
To answer everybody's questions, and
All right.
it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I'm looking. So I was looking at the schedule because Friday is at the golf course, right?
Yep.
For those that don't know, this is Bronco's birthday bash, and so it's up at Silver Lake. I've never been on sand dunes, and I don't know if you heard earlier, but right now the Bronco is not drivable. So we'll hopefully get it drivable tomorrow. So the battery was having some issues with the battery.
Oh no!
Talked to Brian and Melissa and like, what do you got an old battery. You've had it since it started. Yeah. It needs to be replaced. So I'm like, okay. So then Monday morning I go to get in it and everything is lighting up on the dash and I won't even try to turn over. So I didn't think it was a starter or alternator issue. So I went ahead and I said, I need a new battery anyway. So I went ahead and put a new battery in it this morning. Still lighting up everything. So I'm like, oh crap. So let me call mobile service, see if they can come out. They said the battery's good and all that. We think it needs a PCM reset.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, great.
And that happens sometimes, like when you kill the battery. So it would make sense.
So now they got to tow it in tomorrow. So I'm hoping it gets towed in and it's very simple. I don't think it's anything major, and hopefully it's something they just can reset tomorrow when they get it on the FDRS.
That's okay.
tool.
My stay bar is broken right now.
Oh.
So. Yeah. I don't have a stay bar, so I don't have to or disconnect anyway, I should say. Yeah, but
my Bronco's
anyway, so
be a little tippy.
So I have a flag, got a flag,
Perfect.
Got a little mount to go on the front. So I assume it's a 9-foot flag or something, but I got the mount to where it go on the fender, the sight anyway. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't put it on yet. I'm more worried about this being able to start the Bronco. But anyway, so we're looking forward to it.
It'll be one of those that when we get there and it's like 9 o'clock at night and it's really dark, he's gonna be like, "Okay, we need to put this on." Okay.
I have a lot I have to do still, and I have a feeling I will be putting on parts in the dark. So
that's what we did in Colorado.
Well, I was hoping to have new graphics on for this event, but
so we'll see if that can be done tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be done tomorrow. So I think they're really backed up. So we do a lot of graphics on a lot of our vehicles. So the company the owners that own McArthur, as well as a couple group, they own a vinyl company that does all of our vinyl wraps.
It's and a conglomerate.
They are so far behind with not only people that have come and wanted some stuff done, but with our own stuff. And so even my aftermarket guys like, hey, you can put Tim ahead of any of the aftermarket stuff that I have in line. So you can take, move it back. So they don't quite have the graphics to our liking yet. So I think it'll probably be hopefully ready for Supercell, but we're pretty excited about it. It brings in some things that we like between, I won't go into it because I want to make it a surprise, but anyway,
you have to send me a picture.
So we have a mock-up so far, but we don't have it finished because there's some other coloring that we want on the top.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But yeah, I'll bring it and show it to you. But we do have we're kind of looking forward to this because we're gonna have the booth. We want to do a live stream while we're there. Mm-hmm. We also do have some things to give away. So I assume we can do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got a couple things that I've purchased and kept them for over 30 days and can't return them now. So we'll sell those. So we'll have our tent, we'll do a live stream, and we'll even talk about what Lawn McArthur's doing, including, paying the way to Off-Roadeo and that kind of stuff. So, but then of course being there to see the panel Q&A and be able to record some of that hopefully, but
yeah, for sure. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're really excited. This is the biggest event that not only like Michigan Bronco Club is hosted, but like this event used to be called Bronco Takeover. And typically they would have like 200, maybe 300 Broncos. We have well over 450 coming. So
yeah, it'll be cool. So, and definitely, and so
oh,
yeah,
and
it'll be fun.
Tom's coming.
Yeah, I heard you would kind of mention something to me.
Tom and Donna are coming.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So that'll be fun. It'll be fun to see them. But yeah, so we'll have some. We're looking forward to it. So our plan is we're thinking. I think when everybody can come in around 11:15 or so.
Yeah.
Is that right? And so we'll be set up by then. And then wherever you put us at, and then I'll
put you in your Bronco Nation. You know a person.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, hey, I'll take.
I'm okay with that.
You know, whatever works. I mean, we're just here and just thankful to be a part of it. But yeah, we're hoping to do a live stream started at noon and maybe run it for an hour. And we're hoping people want to come on and chat and just talk. We're just thinking, just talk Bronco community, you know, different things like that. We might even bring in Bronco Off-Roadeo. I know that Ford likes when we talk about that.
I was actually going to make a joke to you about that, actually. So Bronco Off-Roadeo was so generous and donated a half-day package.
Can I put my name in?
You cannot register for that.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Yes, you can. That'll be really funny if you win again, though.
Well, Sarah would want to do it. She can make a girls' day and go. What you know? What I really want to do.
You know what? I want to get Jolie to go.
Yeah.
My sister does not want her kids to go off-roading. I think she needs to go Bronco Off-Roadeo and see what it's all about.
We've kind of gotten in trouble. We took him off-roading when we were like, you took him where? Like, don't worry, he was fine. No, but yeah, I want to go to that recovery. I want to bring your own Bronco. I want to go to that recovery one. Same. So I'm like, and I want to go, like I already talked to some of the members on our member live. I'm like, we should get a bunch of at least 6 to 8 Broncos and let's all sign up for, let's pick a date and let's all go to like the Texas one or something and let's do a recovery.
Oh, I miss Mike and Amy.
So, yeah, they're awesome. So anyway, I actually chatted with them because we talked about it in a live stream a couple weeks, or I don't know, it's been a while now probably, but when it first came out, I chatted with them first before we talked about it and said, what is it really like? And it's like, we'll use your recovery gear. So we're hoping people come with winches, with traction boards, and we'll look and see what does everybody have for equipment. And we'll use their equipment for recovery. We'll use their winches and their stuff on their Broncos. So I'm like, I am in on that because that is the one thing hopefully I'll never have to do, but
it's the one thing I do want a little bit more knowledge on because I feel like I can do it, but I want the confidence to do it because it's like, I think I know, but I'd prefer someone else to do it.
Right. I like they're picking up my Bronco tomorrow and I was like, they're coming to pick it up on a, flatbed and they can lower down. They said, well, can it be driven onto it? I said, no, but do you have a winch? But if you don't, I got one. So I'm like, the power will work. It just doesn't start. So I should be able to use my winch. Yeah. Anyway, but no, I kind of want to do that. One of the things is that we went last weekend, not this last weekend, weekend before, with some friends of ours that drove a Nissan Frontier. We went to Colorado off-roading. We went and did some of the trails that we did, Tin Cup and Hancock. We did Hancock Pass with them. Yeah. And they have a 2-inch lift and then some bigger tires. So they were able to, they didn't touch. A couple times they touched, but anyway, but no, we were going with them and we ate dinner with them each night. And so that's one thing she said. She goes, haven't been able to have an education on how to do these things and like how to know how to do these things. And I'm like, well, Ford does. Ford has Bronco Off-Roadeo. And we talked to her about that. And they said, that is awesome that they would do that. But, because not many manufacturers do.
Yeah.
And so
before it was cool. Just trying to get connected with someone in the community that would go and teach you or trying to go out with a group and whatnot and learn from each other. Yeah. But now they actually have a school where you can, or a course where you can go and learn it.
Because I think the closest thing that Jeep has is that like Jeep Jamboree, but they're not like teaching you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When we would talk to them, all the stuff that we did and we learned from, not only Bronco Off-Roadeo that we've gone a couple times, but also from when we went to Supercell and Bronco Nation took drives, when Brian and Melissa, that was a big one when Brian and Melissa took us out 3 days in a row, not last year, but the year before. I learned so much from those
I
3
gotta say,
that it was awesome.
going to Bronco Off-Roadeo after Colorado, I learned so much in Colorado from Brian and Melissa. I almost felt like I didn't need it except for like the technical terms and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, because we, I tried, like, there's a couple times where I'm like, okay, hey, I don't want to be, if some of the stuff, let me know. I don't want to be, assuming you don't know some of this stuff, because he off-roaded before, that went, his wife hadn't, but he had. And so I didn't want to, hey, say things that didn't, was, whatever. But, so anyway, so it was fine. And I had a lot of fun, spotting and guiding them through some of the spots, and and doing that, which I hadn't had an opportunity to do. And I was a little scared because there was one spot coming down off Hancock where I got lift a couple years ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, your longer wheelbase. I was nervous because he was coming down. I says, go slow, because I'm like coming down, and we were good. We came through that, and I was like, oh, let me get back to the Bronco. I think that's the hard part's over. But it's in, like my wife was saying, is it's a team. It's a driver and a spotter. And so you both, if you mess something up, it's both of yours faults. It's not just the spotter. I'm like,
for sure,
or whatever. But anyway, so we're gonna have fun with that. We're probably, I guess there's a show and shine, right? 1:30 to 4?
1:30 to 4. Realistically, it'll probably end around like 3. We just want to get everyone to have a chance. So the one thing we're trying, and I'm hoping this works out, if not, sorry. But we have slips for everyone to vote. So like you vote for the Bronco that you like. So we're hoping that this does 2 things. One, it gets you to actually look at all the different generation Broncos, and you get to test your knowledge a little bit of, everyone knows that the 1st and 6th Bronco. But there are awards we have for best 1st gen, best 2nd gen, 3rd gen, 4th gen, 5th gen, 6th gen Bronco Sport. Then we have Showstopper, and then best in show. So we have all of those awards. There's no rules. It's just if you want to show your Bronco, you get a little sign in your window and you're good.
Yeah.
Sounds like ours. Blacktop Classic.
Yeah. So I figured I'm assuming we can have our Bronco at our tent or our camp, right?
Yep.
So that's what we'll do. We figured we wouldn't do the show and show. I don't think my Bronco is more off-road Bronco than it is show Bronco.
Right.
So it's like I put a bunch of like junk on it. Like I have a lot of stuff added.
That's where a lot of them are.
But I'm just like, it's probably not. That's why I want to get some graphics and think, well, maybe.
Yeah,
although I did fix the A-pillar. It's not broken. It's not dented anymore.
It's going to be super fun, I think. So, like, setup is early just for, like, all the vendors and stuff. People start coming in off the dunes around 11, 12. Have lunch. Start meeting people. Like, we have people coming from all over. Kansas, Florida, Maine. I heard somebody was coming from California. So it's just like people are coming from all over to this event. So we're super thankful for that. There'll be a lot of familiar faces. There will be some Bronco ambassadors there. I don't know if they've announced it yet, so I won't do it for them. But Ford is going to be a very heavy presence there. A lot of high ups are coming that I'm finding out. So it's really cool. And a lot of them are going to sneak in, kind of talk to the people, get the feedback, and they'll be dressed in everyday clothes, and you guys won't even know. So I think that'll be really cool. But I love how much Ford, because I've been working with Haley on this a lot. She's the one who reached out to me. This is how this kind of all came together. This is Michigan Bronco Club's event. Ford just wants to make an appearance. They just want to be able to show the enthusiasts something special that they have worked up. And that's on Saturday. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. I'm just like, the weather is supposed to be perfect, so we're just hoping for perfect weather the rest of the week, and we'll be good.
All I know is it was I don't know what was in temp today here.
101?
Yeah, it was 101 here. So we're I noticed the weather there, and I'm like, 70, 80. Oh yes, I'm in.
That. And the thing is, like, so we are right on, like, well, we're on Silver Lake, which is right next to Lake Michigan. So we do get briefly every once in a while a lake storm, which is okay. They usually come and go fairly quick because of the wind. But it's gorgeous. You get a nice breeze off of the lake. I always get super burnt and tan there because you don't realize it with the breeze blowing of like how hot it actually can be. But yeah, it's supposed to be like 70s, so it's like it's gonna be perfect. So super excited. I'm really nervous. If you see me having like a little anxiety attack, it's because it's a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun. I'm really, really excited.
Yeah. So we are too. We're excited about it, and we're looking forward to it. And anytime we go to a Bronco event, it's always fun. Barb can't come this time,
I know.
so she's trying to get set up in her classroom this weekend. So because school starts next week, it starts next week I think or something. So, and she's in a new school, so she's trying to get all her schools set up. She hasn't even got access yet. So anyway, but Sarah's gonna be coming. So
I know. I can't wait to see you.
I know.
So it's one of those things. So
I heard Laura's going to be there and Kelly. I'm not sure if is B team going. Do you know?
I'm not really sure.
Okay.
I think I think Dave and Kelly, one of them was in here earlier and said they're going to be there.
Okay.
So hopefully she can get some connections, some people. So she's got some really good on her women driven podcast. She's got some good interviews coming up.
Yeah.
So
Melissa I was like, Melissa, I need some advice. So I asked for some advice. She's like, do you need more names? I'm like, I will always accept more names. Yes. And she's like, well, here. And she started like 3 different group chats with 3 different Rebel teams. So I have some Rebel teams coming up.
Well, I would love it. Have you met Haley yet? I will introduce you to Haley. She is an absolute gem. I love her. She is so bubbly, so fun.
Well, I told him
she's one of the communications managers for Bronco Sport. I think I'm not really sure, but I know Bronco and Bronco Sport for sure.
I know Dawn's trying to get me the designer that worked on Maverick. Like she worked on the interior of the Maverick and designing the Lobo look. She's also on the Mustang. Like if you look at the promos for, was it Spirit of America or whichever one they had promo for?
I'm not sure. I'm not really talking about Spirit of America at this time.
They had promo photos for one of the Mustangs that just came out, and she was in the promo photos.
Oh, fun.
So I was like, okay, Dawn, I really clicked with her at the embargoed event. Do you think you could arrange, like, that I'm not going to be like talking about future product or anything. I just want to get her story. Just like, heck yeah, I think you two would be great. So I have her coming up. Like,
that's so fun.
I love people, but I told them I want to go to this because I want to make connections. So
yeah, this will be a good event to do it at too, because I can even introduce you to Pam, who's on the Bronco team. She does a ton. Her Bronco is named Queen Bee.
Aww.
And can only imagine what her nickname is at work. So that's why she named it Queen Bee, because she's not afraid to tell it how it is. She's really fun. I really love her. So so this will be a really good event for you to meet a ton of people. There's gonna be there's so many Ford people going, so it's gonna be really cool to see the interaction, because it's really cool for me working at a dealer, because I mean, you guys know we get some Ford information, we don't get all the information, but it's really cool to see these events where you have them taking the time. They don't get paid for this. They're doing this out of their own free will. They're going, talking to the customers, figuring out what works, what doesn't. You want to know how they get this information. They do come, it's easy because we're in Michigan and they can go to these type of events, but it's really cool that they're just taking the time and really taking the effort to get as many as they are out there, which will be really cool to see.
Yeah. Now, how far is this Silver Lake from Detroit?
3 hours, 4 hours, from Detroit, 3.5 hours.
Yeah, we always say whenever I'm going on a trip and we're I'm 3 hours away, I'm oh, that's like driving to Kansas City.
Yeah, 3 hours. It's not too bad from Detroit. Depending, I guess, with the construction, who knows?
So we looked it up. Is it 13-hour drive time?
Yes.
13 hours drive time, which is probably going to relate to about 14 to 15 for us. So we're going to try to make it in a day. So we're going to leave 7 in the morning or so from here, and we'll actually lose an hour.
Yes.
Forgot about that.
Mhm.
Because so
I
that'll be.
think when you map it out, though, I think that is included in your time.
Well, it'll show us our time what we're going to get there. But I was just looking at drive time in general.
Yeah.
When we just put it.
It
in
doesn't
Google.
count the time change into our drive time.
Not until I actually hit the
Till
start, then it'll tell me my time I should be there, getting there.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll be coming in late Thursday night. I'll just say that. So we'll try not to make any noise. Anybody that's at the campsite we're at. So
We will be pitching a tent. So
yeah. So
be
we'll
fun.
try not to say any swear words or anything. No, it's not that difficult. But no, so it'll be kind of fun. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. And then Friday will be a blast. But yeah, we'll use Thursday. We'll both be driving on the way up there, so we both can get a little work stuff done.
Yeah.
Stuff that we have planned, so that Friday's will be able to be enjoyable. And so anyway, we'll see if we can. So to get a dune pass, because you need one of those to go on Saturday, right?
Mhm.
And can you get that at the entrance like on Friday, or how do we get one of those?
Yeah, so you can go to the entrance to Silver Lake Sand Dunes on Friday and get all of your tags and everything. And then if you guys don't have a flag, Jeff from Bronco Graveyard will have a flag there. He'll have them until they run out. If you need one, there's also a store. Literally, like, it's right across from the sand dunes. Like, you cannot miss it. Like, if you
That's
do,
true.
your eyes are closed.
if you have to have one to go through the dunes and people show up, they may not realize that you need a flag. So
Oh yeah, they
why not
have all
a
the
flag?
setups there, and I've had a lot of people from out of state. They're like, well, what if they run out? I'm like, this is a small town that they bank on this. I'm like, I promise you, they have plenty. Because they will buy pretty much for the whole season, and then everything closes up shop after fall.
Right. It's like a swimsuit shop on the coast.
100%.
Yes. When I was looking it up, I noticed they had a store there to get the flags, and I said, "Oh, they're not too bad." And I was going to get it from them, but then the shipping was to ship it to me to here was like $100. So I was like, well, maybe not. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll just get it when I get there. And then I found one on Amazon. So yeah, I got one already. It's in the living room.
RagnarCon, you have to have a front flag.
Yeah, front or rear. So. Yeah, so I think the one that we have can. I mean, how does yours on it? Is it mounted to your bumper, or what do you do?
Mine mounts to my trail site.
Okay, I have one that I bought that goes to the trail site, and then it kind of is an L shape, and then I can mount the flag up. Right? Is that how yours is? Okay, so that's what I got.
Well, the one that mine has is like like it mounts on your trail site, and then my flag just sticks straight up. I want to say like my flag is only like 4 feet, I think. Because like when you put it on your trail site, it'll make it the 10. So.
Yeah. So that's mine is, I don't know how tall it is, but it's tall enough.
Looks like it's 4 to 5 foot.
Yeah, there's a
there's
a
there's
pole.
2 pieces in there. They screw
right, but you only need one.
So yeah, I probably only need one of them because since I mounted on there. Well, I don't know. There'll be people.
Yeah, there's a pole when you drive into the sand dunes that you have to hit to make sure your flag's big enough. They're not afraid to pull you to the side if it doesn't.
Cool. Okay. Well, I know that ours is long enough because it's made to go on a bumper.
Oh yeah.
So
there you go.
I'm assuming ours is plenty high enough. So
yeah, it's
fun.
My best advice if you've never been to like the sand dunes. Usually everyone it's one way. So there's not too many places where you're gonna cross paths with too many people. When you're actually doing like the dunes, it's one way. There's a couple of areas that are like a scramble that you just kind of have to keep an eye out. I want to say like the dirt bikes are the worst. They zoom, or just like motorcycle, they just zoom around everyone. That's like it, but everyone's pretty respectful.
On a lake.
So kind of like like Colorado trails. I'm like, it's like you don't need to pull over because they're just gonna go by you anyway.
Yeah,
they'll find a spot, just go around you.
Yeah, and the other piece of advice is, if you're gonna go through water, test it, because there's some spots that you can sink your car.
Oh, yeah, we're pretty good about doing that. Like I don't know if you saw the video that I did on Instagram not that long ago, where we were in Colorado and Barb went through.
Oh
and
yeah, I saw that one.
There's 3 or 4 different ones. And I said, okay, hold on, I know you. Barb's still like, she learned this from Henry. So she's like, I says, if you want to just go flying through that, this is the row you need to go through. These other two, it's a get in and then wade through because it's too deep to do that, or else we're going to be stuck there in the side of
You're
the
gonna
trail.
flood your car.
And so which
Sounds like mom found her lead foot.
yeah, she loves it. Well,
I
there's
love
one
it.
like little water thing, and I'm like, no, there's rocks in this one. Don't do it. Don't do it, or your passenger is going to have a headache. And it wasn't me, because I was in the other vehicle. But no, yeah,
So you're in the other vehicle going, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Well, that's why if you've done Parsons Branch, she loves that one's a good one for her, because she can every single one of those she can zoom through.
It's so fun.
But yeah, that's fun. So but yeah, we'll probably stay away from water. But yeah, I haven't been on the sand dunes. So what, you air down to about 20 or 18?
15.
What, 15?
Yeah,
Okay.
10 to 15.
Even without what am I thinking of? On my wheels, they don't have beadlocks. So still
even with it. That's what I do.
Okay.
I typically do 15. I don't have beadlocks either.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So I've heard, because in Colorado
I'm
it's
sure
usually
there will
25.
be
So you
plenty
got
of
to go
people
down
to ask,
that.
and
There was
and
a thing on Bronco Nation not long ago.
At the golf course, everyone will air down there because it's only like a 3-mile drive. You're not going to wreck your car. So flags will be on. Everybody will have their passes. We're hoping for a clean, easy entrance. And there will be a leader leading you to a surprise. We ask everyone to stay in their car until after the picture is done, because then the surprise will go to the beach where everybody will have a chance to go look at it.
Okay.
Whatever it may be. It may be an escape. You guys you never know.
It's something to get through the dunes.
Didn't have to get to the dune yet.
Maybe it's an off-road Mustang.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, see, in Colorado,
Maki.
when you go out there, we usually run ours about 25 pounds of pressure, and like we just drive it we aired down before we went out on the trails, and like those, we take an hour to go over the pass, but as long as you're not turning, I don't have to worry about the tires or anything. And we stayed at 25 pounds of pressure for 4 days. Like it's like just air down. We're not gonna air up until we head back on the highway.
There you go.
Usually this weekend I don't air up until like Saturday night when I start going home. So Douglas Blair says a new Ford boat.
I like RagnarCon's limited edition koozie.
Obviously.
Tumblers for everybody.
Here you go. Thanks for coming.
I mean, that's what we did.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to see who comes. This blew up more than we could have ever imagined, so we're definitely thankful for that. So
well, I will say that I know last year we got invited to a lot of embargoed events for media, and haven't heard anything from them for Bronco or anything. So I don't know. I guess I'm not gonna get too hyped up about what we might see. But I don't know. I'm sure it'll be something real fun, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. I don't know. I assume that they're gonna allow Maverick or media to have something for 26. We'll see. I don't know. We'll just have to see. I don't think it's a redesign year or a refresh year or anything, but I guess
that's
we'll
what
find
I'm
out.
saying. I think know. This year they aren't doing any events because they don't have anything new.
I knew 20.
I don't know.
I knew 25 was going to be a rougher year, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the auto business. We always bounce back. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll find out. We find out when we find out. That's what I tell people. Like, I don't know.
So many releases in 25. Maverick, Bronco Sport, Expedition. Like, they went through a lot in 25.
And here's the thing about Bronco is they've never in any of the generations stuck to the 3-year, 6-year.
No.
So, I mean, what was the first? Gen 1 was like 11 years and Gen 2 was like 2 years. So, I mean, it's like they don't stick to that for that one. Now, I think Bronco Sport will probably stick to it more closely than, because they did a refresh after 3, with the new front end and everything like that. But so we'll just have to see. So anyway, but all right. Well,
awesome.
We'll let you get some rest because you got next big couple days there to get ready for your event. So.
I know I have to go cut the voting tickets. I still have about, I think, 400 of those to cut. So like 400 pages, and there's 3 on each page. So I have a lot to do of those tonight. I got to clean my house because my mom's staying with my dog. So
Yeah.
can't leave
Yeah.
it with my clothes everywhere like it is now.
So yeah,
It's
well,
fine.
we'll hopefully we should be there. So I don't see why the Bronco won't be ready for that. And if not, then maybe they'll let me drive a different Bronco on the way down there. So we'll see. But anyway,
There you go.
McArthur definitely looking forward to making a presence and
Yeah.
and having some fun and getting some stuff for the channel. And
Mhm.
yeah, so like I said, we're gonna do a live stream on at probably around noon to 1 that day, and then.
Yeah.
We want to go walk around people's Broncos and chat with them and see Broncos and get some footage and some photos and stuff like that.
We'll have
And,
patches and stickers.
yep, we'll have patches and stickers. Anybody that hasn't
Perfect.
traded with us, so we'll have
Allie,
those.
I have my all women driven patch for you. I don't think you've gotten it.
I don't have one. I'll have you put it on my Bronco.
I
Because
sent
I don't
them.
have all my patches up there yet. So you can pick
I
your
sent
spot.
them with him in Tennessee, and my mom gave you the wrong one.
Oh, that's okay.
She didn't realize that there were special patches for certain people. So I like
That
they're,
might have been my fault.
they're glow in the dark
God, way
too.
to
Like, I have
go.
a certain amount that are glow in the dark, and so I was saving those for my interviews.
Yeah.
People that interview get the glow in dark ones. So
Yeah.
we'll see
So.
who I see.
Yeah. Anyway, well, looking forward to it and having some fun on the sand dunes. And
It'll be
yeah,
fun. I'm excited to see everyone. I'm literally like, there's so many people coming that I haven't seen in so long. So I'm just like, it sucks, and I'm like running and like hosting it because I want to spend more time with everybody. So I'm gonna do what I can, but it's gonna be a really fun weekend for people. So we're really excited to see how everybody likes it, and we just hope everybody has a ton of fun, and hopefully you meet some new people out of it.
Yep. Well, we're doing this one instead of the Dream Cruise. So, because the plan was to do the Woodward Dream Cruise this year, and then with this event coming up and hearing that Ford posted that, we're like, well, we might have to do this one
And
instead.
this year the Dream Cruise is cut back significantly, so I'm glad you guys are coming out for this because I think it'll be a little bit more fun.
So, yep.
We're Bronco.
Now, Bronco's actual birthday is the 11th of August, right?
Yep.
That's what I was thinking. So,
I
anyway.
actually have it on my calendar.
Are you trying to say hi to everybody?
Yes, she is.
She like just keeps looking at the monitor. It's really funny.
She's
It's
been
so
going
weird.
back and forth.
She's my little psycho.
Alrighty.
Well, I ended up getting like I'm doing a bunch of turn off roads accessories on my car right now. And I have to get them all ready to like show because they did sponsor our event, so I'm putting them on so people can see some of their stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I was there until like 8 o'clock. That's when you started messaging me, and I like flew home. I'm like, I thought I was gonna be like an hour or two, not like 3 hours after work, but that's okay.
Right.
It's
I
not
get
bad.
that. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I do a lot of, if I'm going to do some modifications, I'll usually do them Sunday, or I've been doing some of them Saturday afternoon if I can get done here Saturday in time, and then I could go at least in the afternoon and get some stuff done out in that building. But yeah, so we're looking forward to it. I don't want to keep you up any longer, but thanks for allowing us to come up, and we're going to have some fun. So we'll be there. We'll see you then. And yeah, we'll have some fun.
It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
All right. Well, thanks, Allie.
Awesome. We'll see y'all soon.
Bye. All right. She's a pro at getting out of there. So there you go. All right. So yeah. Other than that, we'll get some Q&A. I do have recalls to get to, unless people have some questions about that first. And we can. Okay. All right.
We
Okay.
answered them as we went.
All right. Answer them. All right. Well, let's do some recalls if I can figure out which one of these is recalls. All right. Got to put the glasses on for this, though. All right. Now, bad thing on this is that we didn't do a live stream last week. So we have 2 weeks of recalls to go through, which Ford is first in the most recalls ever in history. And we still have half of a year left. So anyway, and I can tell you we've done a lot because I've been covering them. So this first one, and some of these are, I always like to say and tell people like, well, not all these are safety recalls though. Some of these are customer satisfaction just to make customers happy. Some of these are just updates have to be done before it comes in, and they're actually, I think, listed as recalls. But this first one is came out July 16th. This is safety recall 25S76. This is an advance notice, though. Advance notice usually means that the fix isn't ready yet. But this in here is an update kind of this has to do with some other recalls that came out as well. This is on 21 to 24 model year Bronco Sport and 2020 to 22 model year Escape with a 1.5 liter engine. This is a fuel injector replacement, and 687,003 vehicles are affected by this. In fact, this one came out while we were on vacation, and so we kind of this in here. There's been a couple different updates for similar recalls that this references in here as well. And it says in some of the affected vehicles, there is a possibility that a high pressure fuel injector may crack, which may result in a fuel accumulating on the top of the engine. Liquid fuel and or fuel vapor that accumulates near a sufficiently hot surface can ignite, resulting in an underhood fire, increasing the risk of an injury. So it says this recall will also supersede 22S73, 24S16, and 25S21, and will provide a new hardware remedy that is under development. It does say owners will be notified once the recall is ready. So, all right, this next one is a prior update prior to sale 25U04. That's what it's called, update prior to sale. So it's not, again, these are for vehicles once they come in before, when they set them up, they do the pre-delivery inspection, then they need to update these. And this is for 25 model year F-150s. And only 1,439 are affected by this one here. And does say it's in effect through July 16th of 2026 for unsold vehicles. Or up to 60 days post warranty start date. And does say in this one here, some of the affected vehicles damage occurred to the wheel lug area during vehicle assembly. So anyway, and then no owners are going to be notified on that one because it's going to be done at the dealer. All right. This next one came out July 18th. Customer Satisfaction Program 25N05 for 21 to 23 model year F-150 hybrids. They're saying here 298 vehicles are affected by this one. And they say this program provides a no-cost one-time repair to the exhaust, gas, heat, recovery, coolant, spigot, for 15 years of service or 150,000 miles from the start date. So these are things that you don't have to get done, but if you notice this happens, then it's there for your vehicle to get repaired. So that's why we kind of mentioned that. And so it might develop the coolant spigot may develop a crack due to a weaker than intended coolant spigot having been used in a prior repair. So as a result, the coolant may leak out of the engine and or one or more warning lights, such as a check engine light, may illuminate. One or more. I have a bunch. Anyway, the owners of this one should go out to sometime during fourth quarter. So, or sooner, it says. Anyway, all right. This next one came out July 18th as well. Harvest Program 25H02. Harvest Program usually means they want people to come in so they can learn more about these issues. So this is for 22 to 24 model year F-150 Lightnings. So it does say this program will be in effect through July 31st of 2026 or until the requested number of HVB modules arrays have been collected. So on this in here, 299 vehicles are affected, and they want the Harvest Program as a part of a proactive study by Ford Motor Company to obtain field parts for evaluation. Ford would like to evaluate specific high voltage battery modules arrays on owner vehicles to understand field performance and functionality. So looks like people will get a free fix there on that. So that is happening. Letters already went out. They went out last week for that one, for people that could be involved in that. This next one is Safety Recall 25S47. This is supplement number 1. Again, that means an update. And this is for 22 through 24 model year Expedition and Navigator vehicles. This is a front brake line leak recall. So this is an update. This in here, they updated the parts availability and the labor allowances and part ordering information. And the technical instructions have been updated. So 275 vehicles were affected by this one. and the brake fluid may leak from the front brake line due to contact with the air cleaner outlet tube. The brake line leak may cause a longer than expected brake pedal travel and result in a reduction in the rate of deceleration. If there is a rapid loss of brake fluid or the brake fluid is completely depleted, this can extend the distance required to stop the vehicle, increasing the risk of a crash. So this in here looks like letters have kind of already gone out. They went out last week for this one as well. So, all right, this in here is safety recall 25S72 for 2018 to 2024 on various vehicles. This is an update to the sync software. So, and I say various vehicles, there's a lot of them in here. 198,558 vehicles are affected by this. And in some of those vehicles, it may be possible that an error in the sync software can cause sync system instability concerns or a failure to preserve certain settings across ignition cycles. This may result in an intermittent blank image while in reverse or with the rearview camera remaining on display after reverse driving has ended. So this has actually been out for a while. Owners of record will go out this week, actually. Went out this week. All right. Customer satisfaction program 25B35 for 25 model year Mustang Mach-E's. 11,623 vehicles affected by this. I didn't even know they made that many this year. So in some of the affected vehicles, a wiring harness may make contact with a radiator outlet overflow line clamp, potentially causing wear and damage to the wiring harness over time. This may result in a partial reduction in vehicle power, a loss of all-wheel drive function, and or loss of high voltage charging capability. Affected vehicles may display a wrench light, turtle icon, limited power performance lights, or messages, service vehicle soon message, all-wheel drive system failure message, and or service charging system soon message. And then this letters on this one went out last week for those owners. So, all right, this next one is compliant to recall 25C21. And this is for 24 model year Nautilus vehicles. And this is an infotainment software update. And so this letters went out this week for this one here. And some of the affected vehicles may not. And there's 30,642 affected by this one for those Nautiluses. And actually, these are ones built in China. So I'm not going to actually go through this one. Didn't see that until just now. Won't worry about that one because those aren't U.S. ones. Those are ones made in overseas. All right, this in here is for customer satisfaction program 25P20, and this is for 25 model year Bronco, Explorer, Mustang, and Ranger vehicles. And this is a engine coolant temperature sensor replacement. So it says only 589 affected by this one, and on all affected vehicles, the engine coolant temperature sensor may have a poor solder joint internally, causing a diagnostic trouble code to set against the sensor for an open current and the check engine light to illuminate. So this in here, it says letters won't go out because this is, again, a program that's going to affect till October 30th of 2026. And again, you don't really need to get this done unless it occurs on your vehicle, right? But it's there. So that way it's a free of charge thing for your vehicle. This next one is customer satisfaction program 25P21 for 25 Super Duty and Escape vehicles. This is an AC compressor inspection, 160,271. And some of the affected vehicles with 10,000 miles or less may experience an internal failure of the air conditioning compressor that may cause loss of AC performance or function. Upon loss of AC performance or function, there may be an audible squeal and the AC compressor seizes, causing the dry belt to slip on the AC compressor pulley. We've actually had this happen on a lot of some of our Super Duties. So it's good that they put this out. This is in effect and through July 25th of 2026. So anyway, if you're having that experience, you go in and take care of that. And now the service departments will have a remedy and a fix for it, whereas before they didn't really have one. So,
Last one.
last one. Safety recall 24S66, 23 to 24 model year Super Duties. This in here has to do with that tailgate down rear view camera, which they stopped making. 26,097 vehicles affected by this one. Some of the affected vehicles, water can ingress in at the interface between the camera at the top of the tailgate and the tailgate park assist sensor interface module, which may lead to a malfunction in the rear view camera system, which is probably why they discontinue making this in current model years. So it has different instructions between 23 and 24. And letters are going to go out the week of August 4th on this one here. So believe it or not, it's almost August.
Oh, I know.
All right. That is
What do
all
you
the
mean
recalls.
almost August? Tomorrow, no. Friday. Friday is August.
Friday, August 1st. Got to have my numbers in before we go to the dunes.
Yep.
All right. That's all I have.
That's a lot of recalls.
Yep. It was. And that's 2 weeks worth. But
All right. I don't really have questions.
let's say no questions, no Q&A.
No.
We kind of got started late, so this could be kind of weird to have to get out there for a podcast because sorry that we had one scheduled, one we had to scrap it and go to the other.
Yeah.
And we started actually 30 minutes late because of it. So anyway,
Yes.
but there you go. There's that. But
Yep.
Not too much. I mean, other than that, I mean, like I said, we have not a lot of news going on right now, but we have had a lot of people, ask and like they call in and say, okay, when we're only going to see the 26 Maverick available, the F-150. People have asked for the Ranger Bronco. Really they haven't said, although we do know when the production ends, and with that we can backtrack.
Right.
So we know the last week of October for Maverick is when the last production for 25 model year. So with that, knowing that 26 will start production probably the first week in November. So
go back 2 months.
You go back 2 months because they're going to schedule 2 months before that. So if they schedule for November production dates, they'll schedule that like this next month. They're scheduling
August.
in. So in August, they're going to start scheduling for October. So that means September, they'll schedule for November.
Okay.
So they're going to start scheduling in September. So that means they're going to have to open the order banks up in August. Sometime in August. So be looking for that. I think Bronco Sport will probably open the same time. I bet you they just didn't announce that in this week's wholesale call. Expedition, same way. They're producing into almost the middle of November. So same thing. They'll probably open their order banks sometime in late August as well.
Right.
So probably coming up this month, we'll see those three open up. Again, we don't have any information on F-150, but my assumption is, I can't remember when it started last year, but I would assume sometime in September is when we're going to see that one open up, and then probably Bronco and Ranger in October. So that's my take, but we might find more out on the Bronco coming up. And usually when we can find out about one model at a plant, at least like this, where they make, like Hermosillo, they make Bronco Sport and they make Maverick. So when something happens to Maverick, it usually happens to Bronco Sport as well.
Right.
Same way at MAP. Bronco, Ranger, they usually slide right in together. Now on Super Duty, and actually I guess Escape's not really made at the same plant as Super Duty, but that's sometimes a little different. But so that's usually how that kind of works. Expedition, Super Duty, they don't always fall on the same line either. So, but when it comes to like some of those, like those, we can usually plan on that.
Yeah.
So.
Until order guides open up, we won't have any information on changes for the 26 model years.
Nope.
So we don't know if they're adding a new color for 26 Maverick or not.
Usually most years we'll see one, maybe two new colors and a discontinue. We know that eruption green is going away. So if you want eruption green Maverick, now's the time to get it. We've been told that is not going to be a color available next year.
Right.
So I'd assume Bronco Sport's going to lose it as well.
Possibly.
It got it a year earlier than Maverick. Maverick only had it for 1 year. Bronco Sport had it for the year before that. So we'll see. The question is, will it go away from other models too?
Well, and when they brought out Maverick initially, they had a 1-year color, hot pepper red, right? no.
No, that was Rapid Red
That was
for
Rapid
first
Red.
editions.
And did they come back out with that color?
No, they came
No.
out with a Ruby Red.
Right. So
Or
similar,
did
but
they get
not.
Ruby Red? They got Hot Pepper Red. That's what it was.
That's right.
But no,
So, I mean,
we don't know. Sometimes when we get close, if you look at the Dumont or the DuPont color registries, sometimes you can get an idea of what colors are coming.
I knew it. Hot pepper red, then ruby.
Okay. Yeah.
I knew that.
Hot Pepper Red. Yep. And then, yeah, Ruby Red was 25 color, right? So anyway, yeah, we don't really know anything, and a lot of times they won't even tell me. Like I've asked the brand manager, which he'll sometimes clue me into some things and let me know that I can't mention it, but I can tell you this: he hasn't told me anything.
Nope.
But here's the big deal on Maverick: 25 was a refresh year. That was a big year. 26, we're not going to see anything major. Maybe some different colors. We might see a package or some changes in a package. We might see, instead of a black appearance package, we might see a sport appearance package or something. We might see something like that, but we're not going to see anything real major. No different look. I don't think you're going to see a plug-in hybrid this year.
Right.
That's just my gut. I really don't think we're going to see that. But
yeah, but like, if you're seeing any videos out there, until the order guide is released, no one knows what colors are going to be there.
Yeah.
Unless Ford does a reveal or does something with the media, at which point we should know.
Well, and sometimes we'll see them driving vehicles around and we go, oh, eruption green or whatever. But when it's the same that's already out there, it's kind of hard to know for sure. But I guess we'll just have to be patient and look. But I would assume coming up in August, we'll see the order guide open up. They haven't told us any dates yet. Sometimes they'll actually clue us in that, hey, order banks are going to open up in next week or whatever, but we haven't seen anything yet. So
it would also, unless Ford outright comes and says this is the new color, I'm not trusting any videos out there. For one, AI can be really tricky, and for two, people are customizing their vehicles like crazy. I saw one with wood panel paint. Like they took paint, painted it brown, and then used a brush and stroked paint or wood grain onto it, so it looks like a wood paneled truck. Another person did a first edition, or not first edition, a heritage. They took the look of the Bronco, they did a white top, a stripe, and then color. Until Ford says these are the colors, I'm not going to believe anything.
Well, and they made a big deal about Bronco coming out with a truck and everything. We don't know any of this stuff. There's nothing. I know that a Maverick van was kind of thrown out there. We've also heard about an off-road Mustang and a 4-door Mustang being leaked out there. But again, that stuff didn't open up yet. So some of the stuff is concept, and it comes to light of day, and some of it we end up seeing, and so we'll just have to wait and see.
What color is the dark copper on Bronco?
That dark copper.
Is it? I'm thinking of that brown Kodiak.
Bronco Sport had a brown. Wow. Well, it wasn't called Kodiak brown though. Maybe it was. Bronco Sport did, but I don't think Bronco got it.
Right.
But
Coastal Maverick. Someone actually asked me, they're like, what would you guys do the Coastal package on Bronco Sport? I was like, well, the Coastal package is a Ford garage designed package. So they would need to come out with one, or we would want to make sure that we don't look like we're copying the Coastal. We could use those same colors, but we'd have to have different graphics and make it look different.
Yep. By the way, did you hear we sold our Extreme Mustang?
Really?
LMP Extreme, we sold it today.
Did they want to replace one of the straps with blue?
Well, I don't know. I saw them taking delivery today, and it looked the same as it was. Anyway.
All right.
So I was really thinking that if we can't take our Bronco, that we take that Coastal Bronco, because nobody else has really done. It'd be fun on the sand dunes. It'd be a perfect vehicle for the lake and the sand dunes, right?
It would look really pretty, and
I'm not sure we can get up.
There's gonna be Ford people there.
I've heard that they said we're the only ones that ordered one of those.
It'd be fun because they'd be like, wait a second, that's a Coastal. We only know of this many people that have ordered it. We did.
Yep. Although they had actually joked around since I wasn't having issues with the Bronco today. They're like, well, we got some Broncos for sale. And I'm like, we don't have anything on our lot that I would purchase.
Right.
And I'm not saying that in any disrespect to what we have.
No.
Heritage Edition is a great vehicle.
You know what you want.
Yeah,
you have what you want. You don't want anything else.
Yeah. Now, the one I ordered for the dealership is pretty darn close because I ordered it as a Big Ben, 4-door, cloth top, 2.3 automatic. And I added, of course, I had mid package, which was standard back then. And then we added the Black Diamond off-road package. That's where you get your rear locker. So I made sure it had that. It also gets an advanced 4-wheel drive, which is really nice because it would be kind of nice having an auto 4x4. But, and then I put one of the Ford custom garage packages on there. But, and it was an Azure Gray.
Right.
And we put the Coastal package on that one. And I wanted the Dark Trail package.
Right.
So that's what I would probably want. So although I do like the wheels, the silver, but I don't like that silver because I think that grill is that open grill that I don't like from the Big Ben. So I wouldn't probably want that. That'd be the first thing I have to do is switch that grill. So like it would be non-coastal package, but it'd get a Benemy top. It'd be part of it.
True.
It's the mesh top.
Don't you have one of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I could leave it on it. Anyway, no, but there's no way. I'm not trading right now. I got a good interest rate right now. It's almost paid off. So the issue we're having is probably once we get it in here, like an hour or two later, and they're going to be like, yep, we're good to go. You ready? That's something like usually when they take it in there, and I think it's going to be a big old deal and everything. Like, okay, you're ready to go. It's like an hour later.
You think it's like with me with my C-Max, you think it's going to be some small little thing, and it turns into an all-day ordeal where they're taking off the thing and having to do all these different diagnostics, and apparently it takes 3 hours to get the bumper off a C-Max. Not very much DIY, is it?
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, that's all we have for this week. Any other comments we need to address? Nothing. You don't have anything starred.
Ragnar says, I have been known to Photoshop copper-colored Broncos for the internet because that's a color I really want. Mike 52G. So you're the one to blame.
So you got, first of all, so they're doing a panel. Ford's doing a panel Q&A.
Yep.
And they already asked for some questions ahead of time, and that's probably to get it started. But what questions would you like to see from the Bronco people? Because, if we go and we can, be asked, I have big things that I want to ask. And that is, I don't understand why did you take away the option of the optional rear locker?
Okay. Right. All my questions pertain to the future, so therefore they are null and void.
No, they're not going to talk about that.
Exactly.
My big thing is why in 25 did you take away that option for a rear locker? Yeah. I can get an F-150, every F-150, and I can get an electronic locking differential. Why did you take that away from all Broncos? The Bronco is known as the off-road vehicle, right? One of the big things that you need in an off-road vehicle is a rear locker from time to time.
Right.
Granted, when we went out on trail in Colorado, we did 10 Cup, never used my rear locker. Right. And I get that. And I could use some trails with that. Derek Stidham did that one. He's got no rear locker on his. He didn't need it. But we did Hancock Pass. We definitely needed it from time to time. We couldn't have gotten through that trail without a rear locker. I'm not asking them for an optional front locker. Just give the option for the rear locker that was available in 2021 needs to be available in every trim level. Now, if you don't want to give it to the base, I could see that. Go up to Big Ben to get it. But at least just make that I think it was a $700 option. That is just a no-brainer. I think that is just crazy that they did that. And I'd like to know the thinking behind that.
Right. Because
what it amounts to is the only way you can get any kind of locker is either a Sasquatch, which is $8,000, $700 or $8,000. Come on. Or you get the Black Diamond off-road package, and that's only available one trim level. So like in Outer Banks, you cannot get a rear locker in an Outer Banks unless you go to Sasquatch.
Okay.
And you're $6, $7, $8,000 for that? I just
Right.
I don't know. And then I'd love to know why, like, the auxiliary switches aren't is that an option. I mean, unless you go Sasquatch or your Black Diamond package. So those are a couple of them that I had. And front camera, give us a front camera. Give us a standalone option for. And I know that I'm dreaming on that one.
So here's the thing: you
but
have all
come
these
on.
Bronco. My deal's with Maverick. But that's because I drove a Maverick, and so like all my questions have to do with Maverick. I don't drive a Bronco day to day, so I don't think about that.
Yes, Ragnar, I plan to have the video camera going.
Yep.
Until they tell me to stop. We'll see. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I want to know. We'll have to get there ahead of time. So, like, for us, we're gonna have our booth. Kind of went to the timeline. I mean, I think they're gonna open the gates at like 11:15.
Right.
By then, we should be set up in our booth. We're gonna have it set up. Let people know they can order a Bronco from us. Invoice pricing. We also pay for your way to get the Bronco Off-Roadeo. And we can ship anywhere in the country, right? We deliver vehicles all over the country. So we'll have that and talk about that and then do our live stream. We're going to do a giveaway as well. At the end of we're going to actually do the giveaway at the end of our live stream, but we're going to get in the slips of paper. We're going to ask for their phone numbers. So they don't have to be present to win. And we're just going to pull one out and the winner is going to be that winner. We're not going to keep polling. They don't have to be present to win because we'll just call them and let them know, hey, come by the booth and get what you won. So we only have a couple things to give away, but we'll look for more things tomorrow to see if we can give away. And then we'll do that on the live stream and we'll try to get people in as well and try to do that at noon Eastern time zone. By the way, that'll be 11 o'clock here in the state of Kansas or Central time zone, as some of you might call it. And then when they do the show and shine, that's when I figured we would go around and check out other people's Broncos and such. And I won't be, I wasn't going to put the Bronco in for that.
Right.
But yeah, that'll be fun to go and see other people's Broncos. Plus, we got to go vote for people.
Yep.
Right. So that'll be a lot of fun, and we'll try to get some pictures, maybe some short video walk arounds on some people's, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe just walk around, and just check things out. So we'll get some video footage of that. And then when they go to, they think, it looks like she says that might be done at 3, and then at 4:30, I think is when they're doing, and that's Eastern time zone is when they're doing the Q&A, right?
Yes.
And that will probably just record. But we might have that video go live. So we'll maybe do, if we can do a little intro or whatever, but whatever we can get out of that, we'll try to, or maybe even just pull clips of it. It might have it for you that night.
Yep.
And then when they're doing a raffle at 5:30.
Yep.
And I think that's why we're doing awards and everything then. And then that evening, I think we might be, editing videos and that kind of stuff. But we'll be live on the live stream. And then Saturday, everybody goes to the show. And then what's it say till 10:30? At 10:30 when the surprise is.
9:30 to 10:30.
So we'll try to hopefully get a video for you guys Saturday after that on whatever they revealed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
They said Ford surprise, so we'll see. I don't know. What do you guys think it's going to be? I think it's just going to be a 60th anniversary package, right?
Potentially.
Or maybe a trim level.
She said it's just something that they've put together.
Something Ford's put together.
It could be something that they don't plan to release. It's just something that they've put together.
Well, at the Jeep Safari, they had some Ford Performance off-road stuff, but it wasn't Ford. It was Ford Performance that put those all together. So I don't know if they're going to have something like that.
So it could be maybe a Ford garage, or could be, we don't know.
Yeah, they usually reveal those at SEMA though, so I don't know. We'll see.
You never know. This is different. This hasn't happened before.
And it could be a concept of some sort.
Be a concept.
Because as
Bronco Sport Raptor, I
don't know. We'll have to see.
That's just an unbroken horse. There you go. When people start dogging on Ford, you go, well, I got a Bronco. Well, what's that mean? It's an unbroken vehicle.
Not anymore.
It's a bucking Bronco at that. Yes.
Okay, we'll see. Anyway, but yeah, we'll have some fun. We'll again, that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. We got to get ready for that, and get the Bronco in working order.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We may be driving in the middle of the night Thursday night. We may not get there until Friday morning. We'll just have to see. Because if they go, yeah, we got to order parts, we'll put them on Thursday morning. We may be leaving Thursday morning later than we thought. We'll have to see. I don't know. Again, good karma. Good karma. Good karma.
Yes.
Right? Thinking of good wishes there. And so anyway. All right.
Because I don't think anyone wants to see my C-Max.
To be honest, we could take any vehicle there. We don't have to take a Bronco to the event. Being there is on McArthur. We
could take any of our performance vehicles.
Yeah, we could. We're not taking an electric vehicle though.
No. Any of our
Your mom might be
performance-
driving a no. She won't be driving a Mach-E for the weekend. And I'll drive the Expedition. No, she's like, nope. Anyway, so we'll we'll figure that out, but we'll find out what's going on. But yes. So, but yeah, we want to take the Bronco. And another reason I want to take our Bronco is to show kind of what Law McArthur Performance has done. Because a lot of that stuff, there's some things that I've added, but there's a lot of stuff between the Roush package.
I mean, we had
and all the stuff we put on it for, our dealerships put a lot of stuff on.
We had Gary here, who didn't know about the live streams, or maybe he knew about it a little bit, but he's like, there's Ford dealers and then there's Ford dealers. You guys are a Ford dealer that goes above and beyond Ford. Like, you are taking Fords and you are doing so much more with it.
Yeah, they were he was really shocked at the customizations and the cool custom builds that we had out here.
Mm-hmm. And people don't realize, I mean, our members probably know because you guys see the lot walks, but we have a lot of inventory and we take a lot of that inventory and we add packages to it. And
yeah, it's because Ford a lot of times will have dealers say, hey, we need you to take this inventory or take that inventory. And so then we're like, okay, so we take the inventory, or schedule the vehicles or whatever. But then we're like, let's do something fun with it to sell it. And that's where the performance side takes that vehicle that Ford maybe had the dealers take, and other dealers are still sitting on their lot. Whereas we took it and did something fun with it, like a regular cab sport truck that we supercharged. And then all of a sudden we can't not sell enough of those.
Right. And like, I heard it many times. We had some people from Kansas City. They're like, they have more cars than I see on most on lots.
Yeah. So
sometimes we can't keep them on it.
Oh, probably. I saw Ranger on there. Made me think looks like we're going to have a good chunk of Ranger Raptor allocations to take care of the rest of our Ranger Raptor orders. In fact, we took some more orders because we believe how many allocations we're going to get. We're going to be able to take care of not only the 5 that are still left, but also even more people. So, so we're looking forward to that. So, because we have several orders for that. So we'll get those.
Why doesn't the Ranger get any hype? There's a Ranger forum out there where you can find like-minded people. For us, he drives a Bronco. We've gotten heavily into the Bronco community. We're a farming community, so we talk a lot about Super Duties, F-150s, and things like that. And then Maverick is almost our bread and butter. We absolutely love Maverick, but we took a chance on that when it first came out, when other dealers didn't. And so there's that. But the Maverick community is full of a lot of people that are looking for that cheaper vehicle or wanting to upgrade a vehicle, and it's DIY.
Look at how many people that can take that Maverick that's a little less expensive, but then because it's less expensive, they can then take it and then put all these modifications on it at the get-go and be able to add that to it because it didn't cost as much. And then they're able to do that. Whereas you do that with a Ranger, and you see a lot of people that take a Maverick, and I ordered a Maverick Lariat. And you're closer to Ranger price, but you're closer to an XL Ranger price, right? Now they have all these features, advanced features, and all the ActiveX, and they have pretty much all the bells and whistles on a vehicle, but they didn't have to pay, $40,000.
Well, and when you think about it, the Ranger used to be a lot smaller than it is now, so more of your Maverick size. And so I think that also resonates with people, is that they really liked that smaller Ranger size. So the Maverick is closer and is able to match that better than their expectations of what the Ranger actually is now.
Yep. So very true. And the Ranger, you get a lot of different people, but it doesn't sell as well.
It's not my favorite.
I mean, look at Maverick, how I mean, they make 15,000 Mavericks a month.
Yeah.
Ranger, they make about 7,500 a
Right.
month. So it is the Maverick is outselling it. So the interest in the Maverick is just less, or the Ranger. But I think it's because the Ranger is in one of those areas where they could go to Maverick or F-150.
Right.
Right. Because you have, for not that much more, you can have, an F-150.
But in Australia, Europe, places where they can't have the full size truck, Ranger is huge. So there
Yes.
is a market out there.
Yep.
Find your friends in Australia.
Which let's say Ranger is a global truck for Ford.
Yes.
It's not just they sell more in Europe than they sell anywhere else, but it's more of a global truck.
Mhm.
So when you see, Ranger, to them, it's very important to Ford, but not necessarily in the US.
Yeah.
So
Now I'm very sound driven. Certain sounds I have aversions to. Certain sounds are pleasing to my ear. So Ranger, I swear, makes a certain sound that I get in it and I do not want to hear it. I do not want to get in a Ranger and hear the engine running or rev up.
well, and you're gonna enjoy the Bronco all the way to Michigan. You're probably gonna
Okay,
be.
but that's different.
I got a few rattles in the Bronco right now.
That okay. But your rumble can almost drown them out a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I like my rumble vehicles. I have what I call a rumble truck. I get
Right.
my Lightning, turn it on, and it's nice and rumbly and feels good. I like it.
Yep. All right. Well, that's all we have for tonight.
So I'm almost losing my voice, it sounds like.
Yep.
I need
All
to
right.
rest it.
Well, sorry for the mix up. I don't know what happened there, but evidently the first stream we started, it just.
I think
What's really funny is our image came up just fine when we had it, until we started the pre-stream, and then it wouldn't work.
I'm blaming it on gremlins. Have you fed any lately?
No, I don't even know where any are. All right.
In your Bronco?
Do we even have this set up?
They're in your Bronco, taking care of that. Now they're in
Maybe.
here.
Maybe. All right. Well, I think that's all we have for tonight, but we'll have a lot of videos going. We may have a Built Wild Wednesday video tomorrow. We don't know. If not, we'll have a Mustang video. We're going to be going through that Mustang. I've recorded the EcoBoost videos. So we'll have a couple videos this week, probably on the Mustang. Definitely, probably at least, if not Wednesday, there'll be a Mustang video on Thursday, and maybe even Wednesday, Thursday. Depends on what I can get recorded tomorrow on a special Bronco that we have that someone had modified. So it's somebody else's Bronco, but they said we could do a video on it. Hopefully it's still here. I know they're wanting to ship it out. So we'll get that hopefully done and everything. So anyway, it's other than that, that's all I have. So
yeah.
All right. Anything else? Parting words or anything? All right. Well,
see you on Friday?
Yep. Do you have any starred comments? No.
Nope.
All right. Okay. Well, until next week, or until you watch any of the videos later, we're going to have a lot of Bronco videos this weekend. So hopefully you guys like those. Until then, stay positive, be kind to one another,
and be kind to yourself.
We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.